What is going on, guys? Jack here, and welcome back to episode 7 of our social Let's Play here in Football Manager 2018. And today, it's the biggest episode so far, a live com doubleheader. As you can see, just looking at the league table, we are top of the league by 1 point over Reims, and Le Havre are just 2 points behind us, and we're going to be taking on both of them today. So, yeah, this is huge. This is big. Obviously, we've been on a little bit of a rough patch of form last time you were with us. Of course, we did draw against Lens back then. Since then, just 3 results. I'm going to go through these fairly quickly without showing replays, just because, well, we have a lot to cover today. As you can see in the first game we took on Nancy, Jean-Do Fuchs got a brace. And, well, speaking of Fuchs, interest from Southampton during the window. I set his asking price really high. It seemed to deter them. So he is still at the club. He is still fairly happy. He was a little upset that I declined his move, but he's not gone public with it all, so that's good. We then took on Châteauroux, who we beat 2-0. As you can see, 2 late goals in this game. Francisco Trincao and Thomas Robinet with the goals. A penalty made sure of it in the 91st minute. We then actually played in the French Cup. We lost on penalties against VAFC, a team in our division. I kind of feel like we had the better of the play during the, well, over the course of the 120 minutes, but ultimately, it wasn't good enough for us. We had some better chances than them, but we didn't take them, and as a result, we slipped up and we were out the French Cup, which is bitterly disappointing. Anyway, in the next game we took on the team whose name I can't say. I'm just going to call them Gaz. Let's go with that. Last time I said their name, I butchered it completely. Won this 2-0. Obviously, great to get back to winning ways. Disappointing to lose in the French Cup. It's a little bit odd, you know, despite the fact we've only lost 1 game in however long. It really was a rough January and kind of Christmas period for us all in all. But we have bounced back well, and well, today it's 2 big games as I already said. A little bit of team news, you can see here, everyone is fit, which is fantastic. We've not had any of the players, I think, leave the club over the course of January. I'm trying to remember now, I'm going to feel terrible if there is a player. In fact, there was a player. And that was Florian Martin, who's gone to Châteauroux. I decided to let him go. He was one of the big earners at the club. He'd already signed an agreement with Châteauroux to join them at the end of his contract. So rather than have him eating into our wage budget, I offered him to Châteauroux for free, and they duly obliged. Of course, he was going to go there on a free at the end of the season anyway, so we just kind of got it over the line sooner. We did have a few other departures. Wolfgang Kapp has gone on a free transfer, wanted to get him off the wages. He's an okay player, but we have far better defenders in our reserve team, so as a result he has departed. On the ins, no additions other than Douglas. You can see here the total amount spent 1.2 million for the year, the total amount received 1.4 million. But anyway, we're going to get into the first game today. Obviously a fair bit to get through with 2 matches. In terms of the team we're going to go with today, I think we're going to go with the team that I've been kind of playing for the most part. It's going to be Maxi Privo in goal, Fuchs, Senhaji, Ruiz and Pendant along the back 4. In the central midfield, we're going to go with Mark Ristel and Pana. Jay Kitongo is going to be playing alongside Axel Actas in Trincao. And up top, we are going to go with Thomas Robinet. So, let's get into this. 2 games today. This is away from home. I genuinely believe that these 2 matches are going to decide, can we get automatic promotion? Is the playoffs looking more likely? You know, this is a case of, are we the real deal now? Taking on the big 2 teams. Runes are, well, they're the favourites here. You'd have to say they're at home. They are top of the form table, as you can see here. We are in good form as well, of course. But, well, I'm going to try and just tell the players some words of encouragement. Just tell them the pressure's off. I want them to relax into this game. It's tricky, you know. You've got a young squad like we have. Going into this kind of big top of the table clash, it'd be very easy for them to get lost to the occasion. It's going to be a good test of their mental fortitude today. And, well, hopefully against Runes, we can get the performance that we desire. We need a good performance. Of course, top of the league going into this, but away from home, not going to be easy. In the last few live comps, we've taken on the likes of Lorient, Lens. We've taken on some of the bigger teams and we've avoided defeat. And, well, if we can do well in these 2 games, we will have actually played pretty much all the teams right at the top of the table. You know, Lens, Le Havre and Runes, they're all the big dogs. And if we play them all this soon into the second half of the season, it does mean we should theoretically have an easier end to the season. Anyway, we're on the attack here. Actas to Trincao, who hits it and hits the woodwork there. That was a really good opportunity. He smashed it against the post. And, well, it's a good early indicator perhaps that we are on top. You can see, look at the stats. That isn't the reality. We are yet to have a shot on target. Just that solitary effort that hit the woodwork in our favour. And, well, Le Havre, who are down in second, they are beating Brest 3-0. So they're doing pretty well at the moment. This game, not exactly a classic, but, well, we're on the attack again here. Another set piece. Actas this time kicks it forward to Quitongo, who can't quite deal with it. Back with Actas again, though. Maybe a second ball of quality here. Panna, we know he can unleash them. Trincao can unleash them as well. Panna, Quitongo, what a goal that is. A lovely little passing move. The keeper should probably do better. But Jai Quitongo has got the goal for us. And, well, it was a lovely little goal in the end. A little bit of interplay in the middle. Axel Actas to Panna. Gives a little give and go here with Trincao. Well, 2 back heels, actually. And then, well, that first time pass through was delightful. Quitongo, not all that convincing with his finish, but the keeper wasn't up to the task. And, well, first blood our way. Perhaps a little bit against the run of play. But, well, so far, the highlights have all been us on the attack. Until now, as we do see Runes with the ball going out wide. Won nicely, though, in the end by Senhaji. And, well, the ball going to be tried to unleash to Robinet, who gets dispossessed. A bit of a battle going on in the midfield. And, well, it's lots of long balls. It's a little bit of ping-pong, box-to-box. Quitongo now to Robinet. Ball booted clear. Are they going to keep it in? They are going to keep it in. Fair play to them. Dacruz even at the edge of the box hits it, and well, that's a lovely little finish, to be fair. Tucks it away. Maybe the keeper should do better. Wasn't hit with a whole lot of power from, well, the edge of the box. I think the keeper may have been caught a little offside, and with that, we do actually drop down to second in the table due to Brest's, I think they have superior goal difference to us. Oh, sorry, not Brest, Le Havre, of course, but they are playing Brest today where they're winning 3-0. And, well, it's not the best defence, and we stepped off. And, well, Runes, who have probably had the overall, they've been the stronger team, they make it count now on the scoreline. Da Cruz is making a lot of problems for us, apparently, so we're going to close him down more. And, well, 35 minutes gone, 10 minutes left of this first half. It's been okay. It's not exactly been a classic, although, well, it wouldn't be okay if we concede now. Ball at the edge of the box. Surely the long shot isn't going to be released by Chavarria. He crosses it, and, well, I feel like they probably should have scored then, if I'm honest. Runes with a fantastic little effort. The ball whipped into the box, headed over the crossbar in the end. Senhaji has apparently made a lot of mistakes today. That's not what I want to hear from one of our younger players. The question is now, do I kind of keep faith with him? There's been a few times where I have subbed him off at half-time when I have been underwhelmed by his defensive performance. I mean, the thing is, we've got options on the bench, and we could make the most of them. Going to tell the players are unlucky. Not the best team talk reaction. I'm going to bring in Jibbo, I think, just to play in ahead of Senhaji. Jibbo is a player with 1 year left on his contract, but I think he's the kind of player who this summer I do want to keep hold of. I've talked about the fact I am kind of looking to rebuild and get rid of some of the older players. This guy's just such an experienced head, very good mentals, and I think there's going to be a few players who we do desperately try and keep in the dressing room. I'm going to tell the players I was disappointed with their defensive effort. I feel like maybe I should just tell all the players that I was disappointed. Look at them, they're all getting fired up. As long as we don't get any red cards, it's going to have been a good team talk. And, well, we'll see how we get on here going into this second half. Robinet, I mean, he immediately gives away the ball. It's not the ideal start to the half. Maybe we can make something happen this time. Robinet trying to get the ball forward, tackled away, and, well, this is the pointless highlight. I don't know why I'm getting excited about it. So far this game, I'd kind of be happy with a draw away from home. Although there is a long way to go in this game. And, well, I'll be honest, I'm kind of thinking about going more defensive. I'm wondering, yeah, maybe we should go on the counter-attack. Maybe that's something that we should look to do. And I'll tell you what, I think I'm going to switch the wing-backs to be more defensive, actually. I want us to be a little bit more conservative. I could go on the counter as well. If I'm going to do that, though, I need to play at a higher tempo and be a little bit more direct in our play. We'll make those changes, see how it works for us. I've got a set piece here. Ball whipped to the back post. Ristel with the ball. Is it? Okay, it's an offside. For a second, I thought we got a penalty. That would have been nice, but no, alas, the linesman had his flag up, unfortunately, so that's not what we're looking for. So far, looking across the average ratings, you'd have to say Robinet up top hasn't been that great. I think we're going to bring in Adriat Sima for him, of course, the Madagascan. Is that what someone from Madagascar is called? Madagascan? Doesn't sound right. I'm going to go with it. Answers on a postcard if you know. The Havre have just conceded against Brest. Maybe they can make the comeback happen. But, well, so far in this game, 1-1, you'd have to say it's not really been a classic. As far as we're concerned, certainly. Only 3 shots on target for each team. It's been even in that regard. We've actually slightly edged possession. But, well, we've got the goal kick here. It's going to be Maxi Privo kicks it up, but, well, reaches no one. And now De Cruz. And that was a flying-in tackle. I thought that was going to be a red card for a second. That tackle flew in from behind. But it's Adriat Sima with the ball. Back to Pendant. Can we make something happen from the back? Trincao, Panna, Actas. We're just working the ball nicely here. Trying to craft out an opportunity. Some nice little kind of passes being developed here. But can we have something at the end of it? Adriat Sima looking for a man on the overlap on the right-hand side. But it doesn't come in. Instead we go back. And, well, this has been really nice. Panna to Trincao. If there is an end product at the end of this, this has been a great goal. Adriat Sima hits the woodwork. You've got to score there, son. Inside the 18-yard box. Half the goal at his mercy. What a goal it could have been. And it hits the woodwork. And that's the second time we've hit the post this game. Feels a tad unfortunate, really, when you look at it like that. Actas hasn't had the greatest of games. Unfortunately, I've not really got a ready-made replacement for him. I'm going to bring in, I think, instead, Douglas Pote out on the left-hand side, the Brazilian. Last sub for us, trying to get on some fresh legs out wide, maybe just cause a few problems for the last 5 minutes. But honestly, at this point, I'd take the draw. I still feel like there might be a chance in this game, but I will take the draw and run. That would not be a bad start to this tricky run of 2 games. And, well, you can see here, a minute left. Part of me wants to believe that this is just the pointless highlights. Part of me has this horrific feeling there might still be a chance left in this game, and maybe I'm counting my chickens before they've hatched. I mean, we have a set piece deep here, but we're taking so long to take it. Maybe this is the last highlight. Maybe I'm getting all excited for nothing. Douglas is going to take the set piece here. 25 seconds left. Goes to the wrist short. Edge of the box to Actas. Tackle flies in. And that goes out for a throw. And that's going to be all she wrote. 1-1. I don't know how to feel about that. It's an okay result as far as we're concerned. Could be better, could be worse. Hopefully we can, well, make something more of the second game of this episode where we are going to be taking on Le Havre. It's not going to be easy. I'm going to tell the players that... do I want to tell them they're unlucky or not happy? I'm going to go with not happy. Fuchs is a little bit demotivated. Maybe I'll talk to him separately. Look, come here, mate. Come here. Calm. I appreciate your effort. You're unlucky. Okay. He's still demotivated. Well, that didn't work, did it? But, I mean, the rest of the team performed well. You can see here, with that result, Le Havre actually now go up into second. We do have a little 4-point cushion over Lens, but they have got a match in hand. You can see here, looking at the season, there are only 38 matches played. So, after this next game, there's only going to be 12 matches remaining. Apparently, the agent wants a new offer for Ristel. I'll be honest, Ristel's been improving a hell of a lot. I don't really want to give him a new contract yet, though. He's still got a little bit of time left on his deal. Will you sack your agent? No. Okay, let's talk about this. How much do they want? 6 grand! No, no, no. Walk away. I don't care if you're like, right, let's have a chat here. He feels he deserves a new contract to reflect the fact he's considered a member of the first team. You might well be, but you've asked for 6 grand, which is like... would make you the second highest earner at the club. And I can't really justify that, funnily enough. The club can't afford to offer improved terms. Well, he's happy with that. Right, excellent. Anyway, guys, I'm going to go forward to the next game. I'm just going to skip out all the full fat in between. You don't want to listen to me ramble through my inbox. Let's get into the game. It's going to be on TV. It's on a Saturday for once. And, well, hopefully we can come out on top. Okay, guys, so we're back. It's been just over a week. Today we take on Le Havre. And, well... look at this league table. This is absolutely bananas. Yeah, it's so close to the top of the table. You can see both Reims and Lens have overtaken us due to, well, them playing on the Friday and us playing today on the Saturday. Auxerre also have a game that they play today. If we were to lose this, not only would we drop to 4th, but we'd only be 1 point ahead of Auxerre. And, well, that would not be a good, pretty position to be in. So we need to win today. You know, I was kind of happy with that draw after the game. But having seen all these other results coming in, there's a little part of me that's just a little bit worried. So, well, let's get into this. Let's see how we get on. In terms of the team, part of me kind of wants to go with the same team again. You can see here that our players have got a little bit of a relationship going on at the centre-back positions. Of course, Ruiz and Senhaji. They've kind of, you know, they've got something working right now. They're both improving. We've got Fuchs and Pendant at left back and right back. I am going to make one change, and it's a bit of an odd change. I am dropping Axel Actas. Yes, it's the first league game I think that he might have missed all year. He's played 24 games. Actually, he's missed 1 league game prior to this, but still, he's not going to play today, at least starting. You can see his recent form really underwhelming, an average rating of 6.72. As a result, we're going to bring in Berenguer in his place to play the advanced playmaker role, a player who you could argue I should be playing a little bit more often. He's a very talented player at 28 years old. You can see he's got 1 year left on his contract. He's a good kind of player to have, a bit of a big earner in the club, to be honest, given the amount of football he's actually playing. But he's a very, very versatile player, and he's ready-made to slot in at the advanced playmaker role. I think actually as well, I'm going to play Adriat Seema starting today. Robinette was just a little underwhelming in that last game out. Anyway, let's get into this. Today we take on Le Havre. Looking at their team, they are going to be playing a 4-2-3-1. We've got this guy, oh my gosh, that name, Asifua, who is a Ghanaian player. Looks pretty good. He is their top goal scorer. He's earning $9,000 a week, which is crazy when you compare it to the kind of money that we have. But the Ghanaian international looks pretty good. He is their top goal scorer. They've got Mateta as well. He's a 20-year-old striker from Lyon in on loan. He's doing very well as well. And well, they've also got this guy, Fortain. And well, he's got 7 goals and 8 assists. So they've got some goal-scoring threats in the midfield. This isn't going to be easy. You know, Le Havre, they are a good side. I'm going to tell the players, what do I want to tell them? I'm going to tell them to go and give the fans their money's worth. And well, Senhaji didn't like that. Right, well, let's try something else, shall we? No pressure. It's not working. Right, skip the team talks. It's not worked. It's not a great team talk. It wasn't terrible, with the exception of Senhaji's reaction. But, well, hopefully we can really show things on the pitch and show what we're made of. This is going to be tricky. It is 3rd versus 4th. The winner of this will go top of the league. In the event of a draw, if I'm not mistaken, going off memory here, we would stay in 3rd place, which is not really where we want to be. We want to be in the top 2 spots. We want to be in those automatic promotion positions. But that's going to be tricky. And, well, we need to start off by not conceding within the first minute. They do have a set piece in the corner. Cleared away. I'm hoping that's going to be all she wrote, and indeed it is. But yeah, 4 minutes gone. I mean, you don't want to get it. Oh gosh, no. That's not what I wanted to see. Right. Yeah. We have a situation. I'm going to have to play Berenguer at Mazzara, I think, and then bring in Axel Actas. Pana is out injured. The Angolan international, he's hurt himself. I'm hoping it's nothing serious. I mean, he's been asked to come straight off, which is not really what you want to see. It means Axel Actas, who we did drop from the first team, has been off the pitch as part of him being dropped for a grand total of 7 minutes. I'm sure he's learned that he needs to perform better today off the back of that kind of punishment. Anyway, 15 minutes gone here. We're yet to have a shot at all in this game. Le Havre have only had a few. It's been a bit bogged down in the midfield so far. You can see the bulk of our play trying to come through the middle. It's not really worked out for us. And, well, 24 minutes gone, 0-0. Of course, we are at home in this game, so I do back us a little bit more than in the previous game where we were away. But Le Havre, we need to be getting a result against them where possible. Anyway, time just trickling on away here. I wonder if we can just turn up the speed slightly. I have had some people ask me to turn up the highlight speed during matches. I'm a little bit conscious of doing that because in 3D, it becomes a little bit difficult to follow the ball, I find, sometimes in FM this year. So I'd rather keep it at this speed. I might just quickly turn up the speed after this highlights over and see what it's like. Anyway, they've got a chance here. Lovely little back heel. Ball pulled across, and, well, Prevost almost put the ball in his own net. That's not what we want to see, right? How does this look faster? See, to me, this is just too fast. I mean, it's not unreasonably fast. It's just, I like things slow and methodical. I like to savour the 3D this year. Of course, I've been a dots man for the last, well, how long have I been playing Football Manager? Like 15 years? I've been a dots man. This year, we're mixing things up. We've gone 3D, and I'm liking it, if I'm honest. Anyway, I'm going to tell the players here I'm not happy. Ristel not having a great reaction. I could bring in Florian Tardieu for Ristel, who is on a booking as well. I think we're going to do that, just because Tardieu is a great player, very good defensive midfielder. If we just compare him to Ristel, Ristel's been improving a lot recently, to the stage where he might even be arguably better than Tardieu at playing the defensive midfielder role. You can see the two players fairly similar. Obviously, Ristel being younger, I want to play him more. But he's on a booking. He's not reacted great at half-time. Going to make the change there. Florian Tardieu, very capable of coming into the first team here. And I think having an impact for us that can be a positive one. A bit of an experienced head. Can be interesting now with Berenguer and Tardieu playing alongside each other to see how they get on. That free kick looked like it was in the penalty area, but we'll allow it. It might have been an indirect free kick. Either way, that effort gets smashed over the crossbar. 3 minutes into the second half, though, not ideal for us. It has just dawned on me off the back of that result last time out that we are just getting an abundance of draws against all the top teams in this league. I don't know if that's a case of we're all really closely matched or we're grinding stuff out. It feels like in a lot of the games, a bit like this game, we've been on the back foot a lot and yet we still managed to grind out a final result in the end. Axelatas on a 6.3, really less than ideal. Kitongo not playing great. Let's bring in Douglas here to play out in that inside forward role. Of course, he's great at playing there, left-footed, can play naturally on that right-hand side. We're going to give him the nod. I don't think he's scored for us yet. Maybe today is the day for Douglas to get the goal. The Brazilian, of course, joined us at the start of January to just fill up one of 2 international kind of player slots or foreign player slots. So you are expecting big things from him, and well, big things we will hope to see, although we need to defend here. They are through on goal. Senhaji, what a tackle that is. I absolutely love that from the youngster. You would not know that he has 11 or 12 tackling with that kind of slide tackle, and well, Douglas is now on the pitch and is going to get the ball away to safety. Only as far as Keita, I mean, I'm hoping this isn't going to result in anything. Besse, it doesn't in the end. I was a little bit worried when the ball came into the box, but well, Le Havre, they are not relenting here. Ball whipped in, back post, and well, Privo holds onto it. They probably should have scored. Part of me is thinking maybe I should just go and counter. Maybe I should just settle for what I've got here, you know. Play the high tempo when we don't have the ball. When we do have the ball and play direct, but the rest of the time try and sit back and sponge up the pressure. And while the ball goes into the box and there's a penalty given before our tactical changes can even happen. And Senhaji, who I've just praised for an inch-perfect tackle, gives it away. And now all eyes are on Privo in goal to try and stop this. And with 10 minutes left, it would be a real problem, I feel like, if they score here. Fortain steps up, he hits it. Keeper goes the right way but can't stop it. Le Havre get the goal. In the end, it's Jean-Pascal Fortain who got, I think that's his 8th goal of the season from centre mid, which is absolutely crazy. I don't know if they get a lot of penalties, but you could see there it was well taken. The keeper went the right way. It wasn't good enough, however. Le Havre, I mean, it's not been a high-scoring episode, this episode, considering it was a double header. I've made all my tactical changes, so there's not a whole lot I can do here. We'll go on attack, try and make something happen with the more direct style of play, but time just trickling away here. And unfortunately, we are going to have to settle for a defeat. And that is a defeat that really does hurt in the context of the last few games, especially of our form of this year. Like this calendar year, it's not been great for us. I'm going to tell the players I'm far from pleased. Ultimately, a penalty was the difference, which makes it a little bit more difficult to take. You can see we are only 2 points behind Lens. Auxerre got that game in hand. They could win that and move within 1 point of us, which could be a concern. That's our it's only our 4th defeat of the year. That's a really impressive run, all things considering. Runes, QRM and Nancy, the other teams we've lost to. But yeah, that's not what I wanted to see in today's episode. We have not played great. Panna, how long are you out for? 5 to 6 weeks. The bad news gets worse. I mean, we've got some tricky games coming up now. We've got Auxerre, who are in 5th, coming up. I probably won't live-com that. We might do Tours or one of these teams down here, just because we've done so many episodes as of late. I'd like to try and get towards the end of the season, really find out what our fate is going to be. But yeah, that is not really what we wanted to see today, unfortunately. And, well, with those 2 results, I mean, it continues what's been really patchy form. Granted, it was 2 of the toughest teams in the league that we had to take on today. But if you can't tell by my voice, I am bitterly disappointed. And well, it's not going to be easy. We need Actas to find some form. He was disappointing again in that game. The youngster maybe showing a crack or 2 in his game. He's become a bit of a talismanic player for us. But, well, we need him to book his ideas up. But anyway, guys, that's going to wrap up everything from me today. Really disappointing. Hopefully we can bounce back next time out. I don't know when that's going to be. We'll play it by ear. We'll see what games suddenly take on a big kind of sense of meaning. And well, hopefully I'll see you guys for the next one. It is all from me. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new. And other than that, it is me, Jack. And I will talk to you guys in a bit. I'm out.